I still remember the sound of her heels that morning. Dark, cold. Each click echoing off the marble floor of the courthouse like the ticking of a clock counting down to something I couldn't yet see. I sat 2 benches behind her, my palms pressed together, heart pounding against the inside of my ribs. She didn't see me at first. Or maybe she pretended not to. My wife Mira always had a way of performing calm when chaos was roaring inside her. She stood next to her attorney, sleek in her gray suit, her hair perfectly coiled at the back of her neck. She looked composed, but I could read her body the way I used to trace the lines of her shoulders in the dark, every nervous twitch, every breath too quickly drawn. Across the aisle sat the man, Daniel Price, her affair partner, the man she had sworn was just a work friend. His wife Clara sat beside him, still as ice. Her presence made the air feel heavier. She was the kind of woman who carried silence like a weapon. The case was about a defamation suit. Mira had filed it after rumors of her affair began spreading through the school district where she worked. She said it was a matter of principle, that lies shouldn't destroy reputations. But now, sitting in that courtroom, I understood. This wasn't about justice. It was about denial, about control, about the final act of a woman who still believed she could rewrite her own story. I had come to support her, or at least that's what I told myself. The truth was uglier. I wanted to see the look on her face when the truth finally broke through her calm. The judge entered. Everyone stood. My throat felt like it was closing. When the first witness was called, Clara leaned forward, her gaze cutting through the air like glass. She wasn't just watching. She was waiting. Myra's attorney spoke first. Smooth. Practice. He painted her as a woman wronged, a victim of gossip and professional jealousy. I watched her nod gently, eyes lowered. She looked fragile, almost innocent. I almost believed her. Almost. Then Clara stood. No lawyer by her side. She'd requested permission to speak directly, representing herself as a witness. The judge hesitated, then nodded. The moment she opened her mouth, the courtroom changed. Mira, she began, voice calm but trembling with restrained fury. You said my husband was the one who chased you. You said you never encouraged it. Myra's lips parted. That's true. I didn't. Clara cut her off. Then explain this. From her bag, Clara pulled out a stack of printed emails. I knew immediately what they were. The same messages I had found months earlier, the ones that had shattered my life at 2 a.m. one Tuesday night when Mira left her laptop open. The same words that had burned into my brain. You make me feel alive again. I hate how right this feels. Clara began reading them aloud, each word slicing through the quiet. The courtroom was silent except for her voice and the trembling of Myra's breath. I saw Myra's mask crack, just slightly, when Clara reached the message that said, "When we're together, I forget I'm married at all." My stomach turned. Mira tried to protest, saying the emails were taken out of context, that they were never physical. But Clara wasn't finished. She reached for her phone, opened a video file, and handed it to the court clerk. The screen flickered to life. Grainy security footage from a hotel hallway. Mira and Daniel, laughing, touching, entering a room together. Gasps rippled through the courtroom. Mira froze. Her eyes darted to me for the first time. And for a brief second everything stopped. I saw something break in her gaze. Not guilt, not even shame, but fear. The kind that comes from realizing the story you built is collapsing in front of everyone. Clara didn't gloat. She didn't raise her voice. She simply turned to the judge and said, "I'm not here for revenge. I'm here so the truth finally has a place to breathe." When the hearing adjourned, the hallway felt suffocating. Mira tried to follow me out, her voice desperate. "Please, Sam, listen. It wasn't what it looked like. You know how lonely I was. You stopped touching me. You stopped seeing me." Her words were jagged, full of the same rehearsed sadness she'd used to justify every secret. I turned to her, and for the first time I didn't feel anger. Just exhaustion. "No, Mira. You stopped seeing us. You just didn't notice when it died." Clara walked past us quietly, her wedding ring gone. She didn't look at Daniel. Didn't need to. He was slumped against the wall, his career, marriage, and reputation dissolving in real time. Outside, the sky was gray, and rain began to fall, slow, deliberate drops that streaked across the courthouse windows. Mira stood there in it, makeup running, watching me walk away. For years, I'd imagined what justice would feel like. Would it heal? Would it satisfy? But watching her crumble, I realized something bitter. Justice doesn't always come clean. Sometimes it comes covered in rain, silence, and the wreckage of two lives that once tried to hide the truth. Weeks later, I received the court's decision. Myra's defamation case was dismissed. The school suspended her pending review. Daniel resigned. Clara filed for divorce. And me. I started over. Lone. But lighter. Sometimes I still think about that morning. The way Clara's voice filled the room. The way Myra's world shattered not from my anger, but from another woman's truth. Betrayal has a strange symmetry. Mira betrayed me, Daniel betrayed Clara, and in the end, truth betrayed them both. But there was something almost poetic about it. For once, I didn't have to destroy her. She did it all on her own. And as cruel as it sounds, part of me was grateful. Because in that courtroom, surrounded by lies unraveling, I finally understood what freedom felt like. Not revenge, not victory, but release.